These are a really hard rubber puck that I buy in my steel place where I can buy O1 steel to make tools with. They sell both white and black. I don't know which one's harder. I think the black is. And it's real hard shit, but excuse my English. Whoops. I'm going to try to make a silhouette die out of him and see how it works, how it holds up under the pressure of my hydraulic press, which is a 30-ton hydraulic press. It's an electric one, and I think it's going to work out really nicely, but I'm going to smooth it out first. And this is your standard sanding drum. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's, you know, not got any crazy edges anymore. And they cut these from a big rod using the saw they used to cut their metal. And they have all different sizes and stuff. These are a little bit small for my container that I use on my press. Well, I've never used it yet. It's brand new. But it's 2 3/4 inches, my container that I had made at my local metal turning workshop, I guess. That's what you would call it. He has monster machines, bigger than cars, but he's a friend of mine and does all kinds of little stuff for me every once in a while. Sort of a joke because what I do is so tiny and what he has is so huge, but it works. I'm not sure how I'm going to mark the black one because I looked at using a Sharpie marker and it's just not going to show up. So I'm going to either cut out a form with a piece of paper and glue it on there and then drill a hole, and I'm going to use my jeweler saw to cut out the shape, I imagine, and we'll see how that works. So that one's pretty good now too. It's cleaned up a little bit. It was pretty dirty. But I imagine these should be good for, like, I would hope, hundreds of uses. And if it does good to make, you know, a silhouette die, to make a puffy shape using the press and copper or brass or bronze, I think it'll be really well worth it. You can buy these like from sellers on Etsy and other places, but they're really expensive. And to me anyway, this cost me $2. And you know, these were $2. And so why would I want to spend $30 or whatever it is they're charging for them when I can do it myself? And my container that I had made is a precision steel container. It's very nice. I had it made where it's 2 3/4 inches wide, the hole inside. I have a 2-inch puck of urethane, which again I'm also not buying from the same source ever again. I found them on eBay, a big huge strip of the stuff. To the proper size I need, even instead of 2 inches I can get it for 2.5 or 2 3/4 inches, and they give you like 30 inches of the stuff for like $30 when you can only buy a tiny little amount for $30 off of some of the big places that sell them. I don't want to mention names. I like these places for other reasons. But the stuff, you know, urethane breaks down eventually. It's not made to last forever like that. And you can use urethane to press in your shape with your silhouette die or whatever else that you're trying to do. But I put in my cart a few different pieces, tiny pieces, you know, a couple of sheets and stuff, and I was up to $340, and I'm like, there's got to be another way to get this stuff. And I looked on eBay, and I can buy the big long round, you know, already round piece of urethane for $30, $40, and then I can buy a big sheet, 1/2 inch thick or 1/4 of an inch, whatever I want, for another $30, $40, $50. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, good grief. This way I don't have to be paying for $7 for a tiny little baggie of 10 pieces, which, you know, really, I ordered 2 of those, and I got those in this week, and I was shocked at how tiny they were, how little bit it was, and it was $7, and I'm just like, oh my God, you know, this is just, this tooling a hydraulic press can get really expensive. Mine is a professional hydraulic press. It's not one of the ones that's made by Bonnie Doon or Potter, which really, well, nice. They're not really professional, you know. Mine is like a big, massive machine. It took a crane to put it down on the ground. I'm not trying to show off or anything, but I'm just saying there's a difference, I imagine. Mine has a big table on it, you know. I've got a big, massive piece of steel for the table. I'm doing all kinds of different things in it, and I'm tooling it right now. And you know, it's quite expensive, so I'm out looking for other ways to save money, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And urethane and going to my local tooling guy here is, you know, probably the smart way to do this. And that's the way I'm going, and I'm going to figure out how to make my own silhouette dies. Pancake dies I've never used before. I use really big industrial dies on a pressing machine, which is a different animal altogether. My cutting dies cost lots of money. I have hundreds. I'm not trying to show off either. This is my business. This is what I do. But I never had a pancake die in my life, and I ordered one, and I got it. And I was pleasantly surprised at how easy it is to use. I'm actually rather shocked. Of course, it would not hold up to 10,000 pieces like my industrial dies do. And my industrial dies are easily resharpened. If they break, they're, that part is remade. I have a tool guy that, I just send him the shape I want. He sends me my cutting die. It's 2 pieces. It weighs probably about 6 or 7 pounds a piece. So as you can imagine, a pancake die probably weighs a pound. So we're talking big metal, big massive metal here. But I came up with the idea that making my own pancake dies might be easy too. So I bought 5 pieces of 332 steel. It's 01. I'm going to cut out my own pancake die. I'm going to harden it in oil, which I haven't done in a long time, but I know how to do it. I'm my father's son, not my father's daughter. Anyway, I've always been a tomboy, and that's fine with me to fool around with that. That's fun, and I love it. That and motorcycles. So I'm hoping that I can make my own pancake dies, and then I would be able to offer my customers, hey, you want a shape? Send me the shape. I'll make the pancake die for you and cut out the pieces you want. And I can do it cheaper this way, maybe, if I'm able to pull it off. So I'm going to fool around with that a little bit too. So this is the beginning of my little journey, and I hope everybody enjoys it. And let me know what you think.